We didn't use the term psychopath, narcissist, and so on. We use the term as if personalities, as if personality. They look fake. They look, yeah, it's a great simulation of a person, of a human being, but it's not. It's not a human being. Something is missing. Something is wrong. And of course, many, many things are missing. The narcissist doesn't have empathy. He doesn't have positive emotions. He's incapable of recognizing people as external objects or separate objects. I mean, in many respects, the narcissist is not fully human. I'm sorry to say, it's politically incorrect to say this, but he's not fully human. It's a
I love
half-baked
being
human.
politically incorrect because that reveals the truth.
Yes, it's a half-baked human. It's a human in process, and the process failed. So we feel that. We feel that within minutes, but we deny it. We deny it to ourselves because, for example, we are lonely. And we say, hey, he's a bit weird, but, he's funny. He's weird, but he's funny. So I'm going to try. So people date narcissists and they date psychopaths, and they go on dating them, even though they have felt uncomfortable in the first 5 minutes. So the first thing is, do not ignore your gut instincts and your intuition. If you feel something is wrong, it is very likely wrong. Walk away. Lesson number 2, narcissists invariably test your boundaries. They push the envelope. The first encounters with the narcissist involve constant testing. The narcissist gathers information about you, constructs a profile of you, scans your vulnerabilities and weaknesses, a process known as called empathy, and then tests you behaviorally. He pushes your boundaries, he breaches them, he breaks them, and so on. Do not let that happen. You could compromise on minor issues that have no bearing on who you are, on your identity. But if you are confronted with a demand to suspend who you are, or to behave in ways which contradict your values, for example, your beliefs, your convictions, the way you were brought up, who you consider yourself to be, self-image, self-perception, walk away. It's a bad sign. Number 3, ignore completely how the narcissist behaves with you, because that's an act. He's acting, he's manipulating. So the way he behaves with you can teach you nothing about the narcissist. Observe how the narcissist behaves with other people, with a waitress, with a cab driver, with a friend who happens to pass, with a stranger. The narcissist bothers to act in front of you. He bothers to invest in you. But with other people, he's going to be his real self. With other people, you're going to see the true face of the narcissist. So he's going to be very nice to you, very kind to you, amazingly attentive, compassionate, empathic, the most stunning person, a dream come true, and then he's going to shout at the waitress because she was 2 minutes late. Or he's going to humiliate the cab driver. And that is his true face. So pay attention to this. Next, if there are any discrepancies in the alleged biography of the narcissist tells you about himself, if things seem to contradict each other, and the contradiction doesn't have to be factual, it could be, for example, a contradiction in terms of who the narcissist is. But if you feel that things don't fit, walk away. The biographies of healthy, normal people are congruent. They're cohesive. They're coherent. They make sense. The biography of the narcissist is largely fictitious. Not because the narcissist is a liar, but because he lives in fantasy. He has a strong fantasy defense. So they're largely fictitious and very impossible, improbable. If it's too good to be true, or too bad to be true, or the parts don't fit, walk away. You notice that I'm saying walk away. Don't bother. Don't try to make sense of things. Don't invest any work or effort or thinking, or just walk away. With narcissists, the only solution is no contact and immediate no contact. And finally, if the narcissist takes over, appropriates you, For example, he takes the keys from your hand and locks your own door. Or he decides to which restaurant you're going to go. He orders food for you without consulting you. He asks you to give him a detailed report as to what you have been doing in the bathroom when you went to the bathroom in a restaurant. Or he chooses the movie you're going to watch. If he takes over, if he suspends your ability or your right to make decisions and choices, that's a very bad sign. Walk away. If there is no consensus, if there is no compromise, if there's no negotiation, if there is no reciprocity, if there's no equality from the get-go, that's an exceedingly bad sign. Normally, a healthy, normal person would see you as a separate entity with your own wishes and dreams and emotions and cognitions and fears and memories. And a healthy, normal person would bother to consult you, would seek a consensus with you, would compromise with you. You would seek your opinion. You would agree together on what to do, where to do, and how to do it. Not the narcissist. The narcissist is immediately the boss. You're not even an employee. You're an extension. You're an object. You have no mind of your own. You're not allowed to make decisions or choices on anything whatsoever. This kind of dominance is very, very sick, very problematic. Another thing that I forgot, alacrity, the speed. There's something wrong about the speed. Alacrity is called. Is if the narcissist is fast forward, is like, speed 16 rather than 1. And this is intended to overwhelm you, to disorient you, so that you can't think straight, because you're flooded with demands and expectations and a change in perspective and new scenarios. And so it's absolutely intended to disorient and dislocate you, so that your ability to reason rationally is suspended. So if the person you're dating or talking to or working with is moving too fast on anything, by the way, not only romantically, but on a job offer or a partnership offer, whatever it is, this speed is a major, major alarm, major red sign.